Please be seated. So we shall start. MC Society's AKK New Law Academy Pune has been organizing various national and international moot court competitions in collaboration with esteemed law firms and colleges. This year, in collaboration with SCC Online as our exclusive knowledge partner and Live Law, Law Octopus and Law Bhumi as legal media partners, we have organized the Dr. P.A. Inamdar National Moot Court Competition on the Rights of Minority Educational Institutions 2026. This event was from 26 to 28 March 2026. In this competition, 20 teams from all over India, from national law schools and law colleges enthusiastically participated. For the inaugural program, we were privileged and honored to have the virtual presence of Honorable Justice Abhay Oak, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, as chief guest, and Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, President, MC Society Pune, President of MMENRC, and Chairman Haji Ghulam Muhammad Azam Educational Trust, who presided over the inaugural program. The last 2 days, we had the rigorous 4 moot court rounds for the competition, comprising of the preliminary, quarterfinal, semi-final, and final rounds, which were judged by esteemed academicians and advocates of prestigious law chambers and firms. Today, we conclude the event with the valedictory program and prize announcement and distribution function. A very good afternoon to our honorable dignitaries on the dais, faculty, students who are present over here, and all participants who have joined on the virtual platform. On behalf of MC Society's AKK New Law Academy, Pune, I, Dr. Jacinta Stephen Bastin, Moot Court Coordinator, extend a very warm welcome to one and all to the valedictory program of Dr. P.A. Inamdar National Moot Court Competition on Rights of Minority Educational Institutions 2026. The chief guest for the valedictory program is Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay V. Gangapurwala, former Chief Justice, Madras High Court. The valedictory program will be presided over by Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, President, MC Society Pune, and President, MMENRC, and Chairman Haji Ghulam Muhammad Azam Educational Trust. Another legal luminary present on the dais as our guest of honor is Honorable Justice Srimati Sadhana S. Jadhav, former Judge, Bombay High Court. We will now commence the program with a recitation of the Tilawat-e Quran to seek the blessings of the Almighty. I now request Ms. Fiza Mujawar to recite the Tilawat-e Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا نكلف نفسا إلا وسعها وإذا قلتم فاعدلوا ولو كان ذا قربى وبعهد الله أوفوا ذلكم وصاكم به لعلكم تذكرون. No burden do we place on any soul, but that which it can bear. Whenever you speak, speak justly, even if a near relative is concerned, and fulfill the covenant of Allah. Does what He command you, that you may be remembered.
Thank you, Fiza. May I now request our principal, Dr. Salim Sheikh, to enlighten us with his opening remarks and to deliver the welcome address for the valedictory program.
A very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to one and all present here to Dr. P.A. Inamdar National Moot Court Competition on the Rights of Minority Educational Institutions 2026, hosted by our law college, that is Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society's AKK New Law Academy Pune. For us, it is a moment of immense pride to see this campus and our virtual platforms transform into a living lab of constitutional law. This competition is more than a trophy for us. We are gathered here under the name of our chief patron, Honorable Dr. P.A. Inamdar sir, whose legal crusade for the rights of minority educational institutions has reshaped the educational landscape of India. to host a competition on this specific theme is our way of ensuring that Sir's legacy of empowerment through education continues through the next generation of lawyers. For today's valedictory program, I am very glad and honored to welcome our chief guest of today's function, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay V. Gangapurwala sir, former Chief Justice, Madras High Court. The guest of honor of today's function, Honorable Justice Srimati Sadhna Jadhav, former Judge, Bombay High Court, Mumbai. The President of today's valedictory function, Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, President, Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society, Pune, President, MME and RC, and the Chairman, Haji Ghulam Muhammad Azam Education Trust, Pune. Honorable Mr. Iftikhar P. Inamdar, Chairman, College Development Committee, Kikinula Academy, Pune, and all other honorable management members. I also heartily welcome our guest for judging the final rounds, Dr. Ashok Varje sir, Associate Dean and Associate Professor of Law, Maharashtra National Law University, Aurangabad, and Advocate Hasnain Qazi, Advocate of High Court at Bombay. And I also extend a warm welcome to all the participants present here and on the online platform of this competition to this program. When it comes to an experiential learning, we believe that true learning extends beyond the classroom. And certainly, the mooting competition, it exemplifies this philosophy. Such moot court competitions are to nurture the future leaders of legal profession, to inculcate in them the skills of advocacy and for bridging the gap between the theoretical and practical aspects of law. The Moot Court Society of our college has been organizing such type of competitions at a national and international level for more than a decade, and it's continued till today. We are proud to mention that Dr. P.A. Inamdar National Moot Court Competition is the premier platform dedicated for exploring the nuances of the constitutional law. This competition is designed to challenge and shape the next generation of legal minds, encouraging a deep analysis of the practical intricacies and evolving the jurisprudence surrounding the minority educational rights in India. Through this competition, we take honor and pleasure to acknowledge Honorable Dr. P. Inamdar sir's profound contribution to the rights of minority educational institutions. Honorable Sir has taken enormous efforts to promote and protect the rights of minority educational institutions as envisaged under the Indian Constitution. In organizing this competition, we aspire to honor Honorable Dr. P. Inamdar sir's legal journey by encouraging the law students to engage in an enriching legal discourse on the rights of minority educational institutions. The 3 days of this competition was indeed an enriching experience for all of us involved in this competition. This competition has for us, this is more than a trophy, as I said. We are gathered here under the name of Dr. P. Inamdar sir, a person, a personality whose legal crusade for the rights of minority educational institution has reshaped the educational landscape of India. Commenced from 26th to 20th March 2026, on 26 March, the event was inaugurated by the chief guest of that function, inaugural function, Honorable Mr. Justice Abhay Oak sir, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, President, Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society, Pune, President, MME and RC, and the Chairman, Haji Ghulam Muhammad Azam Education Trust, Pune, has presided over the function. 20 teams from all over India have participated in this competition. The next 2 days, the participants mooted in the four moot court rounds. That is, the preliminary, the quarter-final, semi-final, and the final round. Various renowned advocates and the academicians, they were the judges for the rounds. Today are here to conclude with the valedictory and prize distribution function. We thank SSC Online and Eastern Book Company to collaborate as knowledge partners and Live Law as a media partner. I extend my deep sense of gratitude to our Chief Patron, Honorable Dr. P. Inamdar, the Chancellor, Dr. P. Inamdar University, Pune, Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, President, Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society, Pune. I also extend gratitude to Honorable Professor Muzaffar Sheikh, the Vice President of Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society, Pune, Honorable Professor Irfan Sheikh, Secretary, Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society, Pune, and Honorable Mr. Iftikhar P. Inamdar, Chairman, College Development Committee, Kikinula Academy, Pune, for their unwavering support and guidance in organizing this competition. My profound gratitude to our Moot Court coordinators and the organizing committee, comprising of our staff, student volunteers, for their obtained efforts to organize this event. One last suggestion to the participants. As we have gone through these 3 days, remember that the Moot Court is a simulation of a court, but the passion for justice you felt here at this college, that is AKK New Law Academy, through this competition must be a real one. The trophy, it may go to one team, but the advocacy of the truth belongs to all of you. Carry the legacy of Dr. P.A. Inamdar sir with you. Be the architects of a more inclusive legal future. With these few words, I once again thank all the dignitaries for their presence, which has added an immense grace to this valedictory function, and thanks to all the attending this function. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are highly privileged and honored to have with us as chief guest for the program Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay V. Gangapurwala, sir, former Chief Justice, Madras High Court. I request Dr. Manisha Agarwal to introduce Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay V. Gangapurwala, sir, former Chief Justice, Madras High Court.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good afternoon to all the respected dignitaries, dear participants and students present here. It is rightly stated that the sign of great judge is not a merely knowledge of law, but the wisdom to deliver a justice with integrity and compassion. Today, we are honored to welcome a distinguished personality, a rare combination of academic brilliance, professional excellence, and illustrious legal career, and deep passion for sports. Truly a role model for young lawyers. I am speaking none other than Honorable Justice Sanjay V. Gangapurwala, sir, esteemed former Chief Justice, Madras High Court, Chennai. It is my proud privilege to introduce Honorable Justice Sanjay Gangapurwala, sir, former Chief Justice, Madras High Court, Chennai, as a chief guest for valedictory function of Dr. P. Inamdar National Moot Court Competition on Rights of Minority Education Institution 2026. Honorable Sir distinguished himself academically by attending 3rd rank in the LLB merit list at Dr. Papasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University in 1985. Honorable Sir commenced his practice under the guidance of late Advocate S.N. Loya. Over the course of his distinguished career, Honorable Sir appeared for prominent financial institutions, corporate bodies and universities, including the Central Bank of India, Bombay Mercantile Cooperative Bank and Jalgaon Janata Sahkari Bank. Honorable Sir served the government before the Justice Mani Commission and built significant expertise in the Debt Recovery Tribunal. Honorable Sir's standing as a lawyer was such that he was entrusted with the privilege of representing Honorable Chief Justice of Bombay High Court. Honorable Sir's journey from his elevation as an additional judge of Bombay High Court in March 2010 to his appointment as an acting Chief Justice of Bombay High Court in December 2022 reflects outstanding service and visionary leadership. Soon after Supreme Court's collegium's recommendations, his appointment as the Chief Justice of Madras High Court, and on 29th May 2023, Honorable Sir assumed this noble office, bringing to Madras High Court a wealth of experience and wisdom. The legacy of Honorable Sir rests not only his judicial brilliance, but also on his unwavering devotion to alternative dispute resolution and his leadership as Executive Chairmanship of the Legal Service Authority. His profound respect for the bar and commitment to ethics and knowledge continue to inspire generation of the lawyers. Honorable Sir has contributed to several significant rulings during his tenure, notable among them are CA V. Venkata Shivkumar IB versus IBBI, VBR Menon versus Additional Chief Secretary of Government, Mohammad Hussain versus State of Tamil Nadu, and various distinguished others. Alongside his legal career, Honorable Sir contributed to academic as an honorary part-time lecturer at MP Law College from 1991 until his elevation to bench. His passion for sports is equally inspiring. Honorable Sir played lawn tennis at a national level, captained Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University in All India University tournament and presented the state in a basketball. We are truly privileged to have Honorable Sir with us today. His presence not only inspired the participant of this competition, but also reminded us that the noble purpose of the law is to serve the society with equity, devotion and honesty. We extend our sincere gratitude and a very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Madam. May I now request Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, President MC Society, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay V. Gangapurwala with a traditional Puneri Pagadi, shawl, memento and a bouquet as a token of our gratitude. May I now request Dr. Shweta Gupta to introduce the President of today's function, Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, Madam.
Behind every successful society stands a woman who leads with purpose and serves with passion. This quote truly reflects the essence of respected Madam's personality. Through her visionary leadership, unwavering dedication and selfless service, Madam has not only contributed to educational excellence, but has also played a pivotal role in shaping a progressive and empowered society. Her work across various esteemed organizations stands as a shining example of commitment, compassion, and purposeful leadership. A very good afternoon, all present here. I am privileged to introduce the President of today's valedictory function, Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, Madam, President, MC Society, President, MMERC, and Chairman of Haji Ghulam Muhammad Azam Trust, Pune. Madam is a woman of vision, courage, and commitment. Her deep passion for education, especially women's empowerment through education, led her to make a remarkable decision to dedicate her life to social service. Education is not the filling of a pail, but a lighting of a fire. And Madam has truly ignited countless minds through her lifelong dedication and contributions to the field of education. Her active involvement in educational and social affairs is reflected in the many key roles she has held. To name a few are Member, Advisory Committee, National Commission for Minority Educational Institution, New Delhi, Senate Member, University of Pune, Managing Trustee, Pune Women's Council, Member, Senate, Ramanand Tirth University, Nanded. Madam has also served as the Honorable General Secretary of National Council of Women in India from 1999 to 2002 and proudly represented India at Helsinki, Finland. In recognition of her outstanding service in the field of education, the government of Maharashtra has honored her with the prestigious Savitribai Phule Award. Furthermore, Madam has contributed remarkably in publishing guidelines booklet for minority rights of schools to create awareness among minority institutions. Madam's journey is a true testament to resilience, determination, and excellence. Through her lifelong dedication, Madam has not just imparted knowledge but has inspired generations of students to dream bigger, think deeper, and strive for excellence. Her efforts have kindled confidence, nurtured potential, and empowered innumerable young minds to become responsible and capable individuals contributing meaningfully to society. Thus, Madam is not just a leader by position, but by vision, dedication, and the lives she has transformed. Thank you, ma'am, for gracing the occasion today.
Thank you, Madam. May I now request our Principal, Sir, Dr. Salim Sheikh, to felicitate Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, Madam, with a bouquet as a token of your love and affection. May I now request Dr. Swati Shinde to introduce the guest of honor of today's program, Honorable Justice Srimati Sadhna S. Jadhav, former Judge, Bombay High Court.
Thank you, Madam. A woman on the bench is not a symbol. She is a force of justice. Here I am talking about none other than guest of honor of today's valedictory function, Honorable Justice Srimati Sadhna Sanjay Jadhav, former Judge, Bombay High Court. Honorable Madam is from Solapur, did schooling from St. Joseph's High School, Solapur, and St. Anne's High School, Pune. Madam completed BA and MA in Political Science from University of Pune and Law graduation from Symbiosis Law College, Pune. And also, Madam did LLM from the University of Pune. Honorable Madam started practice directly at High Court of Bombay Bench at Aurangabad. On 12th of August 1990, Madam joined the Chamber of Advocates Sri Satyanarayan Loya at Aurangabad and worked with him till 1996. Madam's major practice was on criminal side. She appeared as a special counsel for Airport Authority of India Limited and Cement Corporation of India. Honorable Madam was elevated as Additional Judge of Bombay High Court on 23rd January 2012. We can see Madam's significant judicial contribution through various judgments delivered by her. To name the few are, in 2013, following a landmark decision by the Bombay High Court to have all the appeals against rape acquittals heard exclusively by female judges, and Honorable Madam along with Justice Vijaya Tahil Ramani were tasked with forming the court's first female-led bench to preside over these cases. In murder of Sheena Boda in 2016, the Madam, while passing an order, has criticized on Central Bureau of Investigation as well as CBI Special Court on the ground of procedural impropriety and delay. During her tenure in 2016, Honorable Madam handled the legal proceedings for the Govind Pansare murder trial, where Madam granted a stay to facilitate a broader investigation into the linked assassinations of activist Narendra Dabholkar and M.M. Kalvargi. Apart from this, there are some remarkable judicial highlights, and those are, Honorable Madam has notably quashed the prosecution of former Chief Minister Ashok Chavan in the Adarsh Housing Society scam and questioned the early release of actor Sanjay Datta. In 2019, Madam has introduced unconventional reformative sentencing such as tree planting in place of arrest under SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act. And as we all aware that in Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, community service has been newly added as a form of punishment. As far as social advocacy is concerned, Honorable Madam is known for revoking institutional delays in sensitive cases such as Payal Tadvi suicide investigation and many more. In 2022, Honorable Madam is retired from the judicial service. Now, I will take an opportunity here to mention that BBA President Nitin Thakkar at the farewell said, despite the 2 years of pandemic, Madam had disposal of 18,694 cases, of which 1,659 were criminal, rest civil. making for a record far superior than Sachin Tendulkar's 18,426 runs in ODI till his retirement. So adding to this, we can safely call her Tendulkar of High Court on criminal side. So at the end, I would say one शायरी for madam in Hindi. मुश्किल राहों में भी जो अडिग रही, वो एक महिला जो हर साजिश से लड़ी रही. फैसले उसके नीडर, इरादे फौलाद से, न्याय इसकी जंग में वो सबसे आगे बढ़ी, वो सबसे आगे बढ़ी. With these few words, let's welcome ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Swati Madam. We would have loved to hear from our guest of honor, Honorable Justice Srimati Sadhna S. Jadhav Madam, but for the last 2 days, Madam is suffering from a very bad sore throat, and Madam informed that she will not be able to address the gathering. So next time, we do hope that Madam makes a visit again over here, and we will hear Madam. So yet, Madam has accepted our invitation, and she is here despite of a very crucial commitment. We thank you, Madam, for that. May I now request Mr. Justice Sanjay V. Gangapurwala sir, former Chief Justice Madras High Court, to share his valuable insights through his chief guest address. Over to you, sir. Okay, sir. Please. Huh? Yes. Huh. Sorry. Yes. I request Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar Madam to felicitate our guest of honor, Honorable Justice Srimati S. Sadhna S. Jadhav Madam, with a Puneri Pagri, shawl, bouquet and a memento as a token of her appreciation. May I now request our Chief Guest, Mr. Justice Sanjay V. Gangapurwala sir, former Chief Justice, Madras High Court, to share his valuable insights through his Chief Guest address.
Very good evening, everybody. My erstwhile colleague at the Bombay High Court and my chamber colleague, Sister Justice Sadhna Jadhav, the president of the today's function and the president of the society, Srimati Abida Inamdar, the principal of the AKK New Law Academy, Dr. Salim Sheikh, Vice Principal, Mr. Atul Zarkar, the judges of the competition of today's round, Mr. Vajje and learned advocate, Mr. Kazi, the other dignitaries of the dais. I am not taking names for the fear of missing out some. Faculty members, staff, and my fellow students. I am referring to you as fellow students because today also I consider myself to be a student of law. It is said that a person is a student from cradle till his last breath. Coming to these functions makes me nostalgic. I go down memory lane of my days in college and Moot Court. It is said that young ones survive on dreams and not so young one, I refuse myself to be called old, so not so young one survive on past memories. Friends, when I say that young ones survive on dream, remember what Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has said. dreams are not those which you see in sleep. Dreams are those which do not allow you to sleep. Now these 2 days, the participants have gone through the nuances of the problem, that is the rights of the minority institution. And one of the landmark judgment is of your own society in the year 2005. You have gone through the complex laws. What you study under Article 29 and 30 is your knowledge. But how that Article 20 and 30 has to be applied, how that Article 29 and 30 has to be interpreted in a positive manner is a wisdom. And precisely that is what you have to achieve. You should not be rest assured by knowledge. What you should strive for is wisdom. And wisdom you will get by experience and by enlarging your horizon of thinking process. And then you will achieve wisdom. Everybody knows Article 21 of the Constitution is right to life and liberty. That is your knowledge. But it is with by the wisdom of the judges, the advocates, and the public that Article 21, which merely says right to life and liberty, it cannot be taken away without due process of law, includes right to live with dignity, right to privacy, right to live in an pollution-free environment, right to housing. All this has been interpreted in a larger domain, and that was the wisdom. It is said that the greatest wealth is wisdom. The strongest weapon is patience. The best security is faith. And the most effective tonic is laughter. And all this is free. Now just see, why do we say that? The greatest wealth is wisdom. You may know a particular thing, but how that thing has to be applied would be a wisdom. A person may have lot of knowledge, but how to apply it will require a wisdom. I'll just give an example, which normally I give. A trial was going on, a murder trial was going on. The facts of the case were that two persons in the midnight on road murdered a man. And the eyewitness to it was a lady standing in the balcony of her house, maybe at a distance of 100 feet or 50 feet. It was midnight. It took almost 1 year for trial to commence. After it was committed, then charges framed, it took 1 year for trial to commence. That lady was brought in the witness box after 1 year of that incident. A senior lawyer was representing one accused, and a ranked junior lawyer who had stood first class first in law examination was appearing for the another accused person. A senior lawyer stood up to cross-examine that witness. He saw that lady wearing thick glasses. He went 20 steps back and asked the lady, "Can you recognize my face properly?" The lady said no. He came forward 5 more steps. At 15 steps, he asked that lady, "Can you now recognize my face properly?" The lady said no. He sat down. No further questions were asked. He told the junior lawyer who had stood first class first in the examination that purpose of cross is over, don't cross-examine him. But the junior lawyer was too enthusiastic. Of course, he had stood first class first in the law examination. He stood up to cross-examine, and the first question he asked was, "Madam, since when you are wearing these glasses?" She said, 6 months back I met with an accident. My eyes got damaged. and then only I'm wearing these glasses. So the whole cross-examination of the senior lawyer is washed out by this question. So this is the distinction between knowledge and wisdom. Then, the strongest weapon is patience. After reading a particular provision, you may not understand it. Read it twice, thrice. Have patience. You will understand it. Even after you come out of this campus and join the corridors of the court, have patience. In initial stage, you may not flourish in practice. It will take time for you to build a practice. Legal practice is not a sprint, it is a marathon. So it will take time. Have patience for that. My senior used to tell me that first 10 years of practice, only hard work, no money. Next 10 years is money and hard work both. And latter, you get money without striving more. So have patience for that. And that patience is your strongest weapon to survive in the profession. Then the best security is faith. You may feel insecure, but have faith. Have faith in the system in which you are operating. In your college, have faith in your lecturers, in your professors, because they know something more than you. If you're a practitioner, have faith in that system. And more importantly, have faith in your own capacity, have faith in your own capability, have faith in your own competency. And you will reach the zenith. There is a saying in Urdu, खुद को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा खुद बंदे से पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. Which says, make yourself so competent, make yourself so capable that before writing the destiny, God will ask you your desire. I would go one step further and say that make yourself so competent that you will write your own destiny with your hard work. Friends, a lady once visited Lord Thurlow and asked him whether he would advise her son to become a lawyer. Lord Thurlow replied, "Madam, is your son ready to work like a horse and live like a hermit?" Same thing applies to all of you. If you are ready to work like a horse and live like a hermit, then only join this profession. Otherwise, there are many other glamorous vocations. You can choose any one of them. By living like a hermit, I don't mean that you don't earn money, but earn it with sincerity, integrity, and by following ethics. Professional ethics are to be followed to the hilt. Never stride away from the ethics. An advocate is a badge of honor and a patent of trustworthiness, not merely as an agent of the client, but also as an officer of the court. And credibility, once lost, is rarely recovered. Why I say that, follow the ethics, because once you enter the court hall, you will owe duty towards your client, towards the court, and towards your opponent. And that you will have to follow. You are the voice of your voiceless client. You owe duty to your client to work with utmost competence and absolute loyalty to him. At the same time, you are not merely the mouthpiece of your client. You are also an officer of the court. You owe duty to the court also, to be fair to the court. You should not trick the court to obtain a favorable order. You have to assist the court in the court arriving at the correct conclusion. It's a duty owed by you to the court. And you also owe duty to your opponent friend. The lawyer appearing against you is not your enemy. He's your learned friend. There is a difference of ideas between you. It is not a war of personalities. Let there be difference of opinion, but let there be no differences amongst the persons. You have to follow that, you have to observe this. Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer, one of the greatest jurists produced by this country, has said, and I quote, "The legal profession is a noble profession, and the nobility of it lies in the spirit of service. The law is noble profession only as long as people practicing it are noble." So now it will be up to the generation of lawyers to maintain this profession as a noble profession. It is the lawyers who have contributed the most for the upliftment of the society. Now, there are directive principles of state policy, there are fundamental rights. As a lawyer, it will be your duty to protect the fundamental rights of its citizens, the freedom of speech, the personal liberty. You will be the foremost custodians of the democratic fabric of the country. It is for you to protect that, and you will have to take lead in it. Your success should be measured not by the size of your chamber, but by the number of persons who are benefited, who have got the relief because of your intervention. And that should be the standard of your success. We say that under Article 38, 39, that is directive principles of state policy, the state should strive that the economic policies does not result in the concentration of wealth. The persons should not be deprived of the legal remedy or the legal assistance. A revolution has to take place. But let us ask an uncomfortable question to ourselves. Has the revolution really taken place? Just imagine an agriculturist who grows food for the whole world does not have enough to feed his starving family. A mason who constructs the best of the palatial houses does not have a roof for his family. A weaver who weaves best of the cloth does not have enough to protect the body of his family members. So this disparity still exists. 1% of population in India control 40% of the country's wealth, or 10% controls the 65% of the wealth. So, for eradication of this, it is the lawyer who would come forward. You would come forward for the marginalized persons. For the persons who are from the oppressed, suppressed and depressed class of the society, it is you who are going to be their saviors. And that time, you should not step aside. Remember, doing a pro bono work is not a charity. It is your constitutional duty. Because directive principles of state policy warrant that no person should go without being represented. And for those who are from the oppressed, suppressed and depressed class of the society, it is you only who will be representing them. You will be their voice because they are voiceless. As law is a shield for the protected, it must be a sword for the unprotected. And that sword you will have to carry forward when you enter the arena of practice. While in practice, after you enter the corridors of the court, you should practice the brevity of brave. You should be brave. A 10-page petition which is simple and clear is worth much more than 50-page petition which is confusing. learn the art of putting complex things in a simple manner and not complicating the simple things. Many times in cricket ground you will see that a simple catch has been converted into a difficult one. In practice, just don't use big words, use right words. So, if the complex facts are there, try to simplify those facts and don't complicate the simple facts. You should be precise. You should be in a position to speak less and say more. There is a saying, I don't remember the name of the person who has said that hate less, love more, eat less, chew more, whine less, breathe more, speak less, say more, and all good things in the world will be yours. For an advocate, this last one, speak less, say more. In few words, you should be in a position to communicate much more. And that you will get when you have mastered your facts and you have mastered the law in which you are appearing. So this you should always remember, that brevity will be your hallmark. You will be respected for brevity, and that you will achieve only if you have mastered your case. Friends, your law degree is a social license, and the black coat which you will be wearing is not only an uniform, it is a promise to the Constitution. It is a promise to the Constitution that you are going to follow the constitutional mandate and try your best to give relief to the persons, to safeguard the fundamental rights of the persons. You, as a member of the bar collectively would be responsible for the independence of judiciary, and that burden lies upon you, the next generation of lawyers. Every generation of lawyers has helped in shaping the law. The law has developed in this 75 years, not by one generation. Every generation of lawyers have contributed to the development of law, and that will continue. Because we say law is not static. Law changes with the changing times, changing circumstances, changing environment. And with changing times, you will face new challenges. You will have to upgrade yourself to face those new challenges. And that will be achieved when you will be ever evolving. You will have a continuous learning process. It is said, I think it was said by Oliver, that 21st century belongs to those who are ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn. The law which you may learn today may be obsolete tomorrow. That law may not be a good law. In that case, you have to unlearn that and relearn the new law. When I passed out in 1985, the Benami transactions were perfectly valid. The property, one person purchases the property in the name of another, and still A would say that I am the owner of the property, I have purchased that property in the name of B. That was a valid law. It was perfectly permissible. That is what I learned in law college when I passed out in 1985. In 1988, Benami Transaction Prohibition Act came into force. The Benami transactions were illegal, subject to certain exceptions. So I had to unlearn that, what I had learned in college, and relearn the new laws. So the law is flexible. It is not static. You will have to unlearn also some things which you have learned which may be wrong by the passage of time. All these concepts, immorality, opposed to public policy, they go on changing with the changing times. What is immoral in an urban civilized society may not be immoral in tribal area. What is opposed to public policy in Western country may not be opposed to public policy here in India. So, you'll have to keep pace with the changing environment, changing times. And that is what you should always be. And remember, friends, success is a journey. It is not a destination. Just by coming first or succeeding in one matter, that should not be the end of it. The moment you feel that you have succeeded, that will be the end of your progress. Because success is a continuous journey. You have to better yourself than what you were yesterday. So, always strive for the betterment. Be fierce. You have to be fierce while you practice, because you have to put forth your case with all your strength. But I would advise that you go and practice with a sharp mind, but at the same time with a clean heart. Friends, now this generation is AI native. My generation had to shift from handwritten ledgers to typewriters, thereafter to computers. Now your generation is artificial intelligence native. But see to it that artificial intelligence remains your slave and it does not become your master. Because artificial intelligence will help you in making some research or making research faster, but it cannot replace your sense of judgment. It cannot replace the empathy of a human heart, which you require at the time of practice. So, go and practice with a human heart and with a sharp mind. Have a combination of that. Have an empathy to the persons who are not in a position to bear your charges. Have empathy to them. Don't refuse them. If I speak more, then I will be again breaching my own sentence that you should speak less and say more. By the way, congratulations to all those who are going to win the trophies. But those who could not win the trophies, they should not be disheartened. This should give them impetus to do better. And the fact that you have participated in this competition shows that you are going to gain knowledge. You are exposed to different arguments. You are educated in the process. You have got knowledge in that process. So you are also you have also gained. You are also winner and not a loser by participating in the tournament. Wish you all the very best for your all future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. I hope your words of wisdom are a food for thought for all the young budding lawyers sitting over here and all the participants who are virtually present online. And we look forward for many more moments with you, sir. May I now request the President of today's function, Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, Madam, to deliver the presidential address.
The chief guest of today's function, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay V. Gangapurwala, former Chief Justice, Madras High Court, the guest of honor, Honorable Justice Shrimati Sadhana Jadhav, former Judge, Bombay High Court, the Principal of AKK New Law College, Salim Sheikh, the Vice Principal, Mr. Jarkar. Okay. All the teaching staff of this college, invited guests, judges, the participants online, offline, and all those who are interested in the Constitution of India. In front of all these learned and all the experienced judges, I'm taking, it's a courageous step to thank Sir for visiting this college and delivering such a motivative speech. Thank you, Madam, also for coming and judging the competitions. All the judges, I'm really grateful. This Dr. P.A. Inamdar Moot Court competition, particularly on minority rights, we started because Mr. Inamdar and myself, we studied Constituent Assembly debates, though we are not students of law, sir. And we came to a conclusion that it is not understood properly by the practicing advocates and various judges because they come from different backgrounds. So we studied Article 30, bracket 1 of the Constitution of India, which gives two rights to minority educational institution, that is to establish and to administer educational institution of their choice. To establish, in that we had to tell them, sir, there are various Supreme Court and High Court judgments since 1950, that's Kerala Education Bill. Then we had St. Xavier's, Unni Krishnan, TMA Pai, Islamic Academy, and Dr. P.A. Inamdar, and so on and so forth. And we said, need, NEED, that need is not applicable to minority educational institution, but all universities, they used to say, why you want to establish this college? Even this law college, sir, we got it under this from Bombay High Court. We got this because Pune University, they refused. And we went in a writ petition to Bombay High Court, and under Article 30, bracket 1, this need was not applicable to minority educational institution. Then which, whether you want to establish a primary school, secondary school, college or university, that level is also not applicable to religious and linguistic minority educational institution. Medium is not applicable to religious and linguistic minority educational institution. And as far as administer, see, reservation is not applicable, and this came after Dr. P.A. Inamdar versus State of Maharashtra. Article 15 of the Constitution was amended, and reservation was not applicable. So we had to study. Every time we had to go in writ petition to Bombay High Court, then to Supreme Court, and then there was TMA Pai, there were various questions, and largest constitution bench was there, and various things were solved, and that's why I said we studied, we worked at ground level, we established so many educational institutions, and because of Mr. P.A. Inamdar and myself, we studied. Then we published a booklet, what are minority rights, because he was a member of Minority Commission Bombay, and this time also we have published a guidelines for school education, that's up to 12. These are the guidelines. It's in Marathi because it is State of Maharashtra. All education officers they have. In that we have given all the judgments of Supreme Court since 1950 till 2022, and that's in a tabular form. It's in English and anybody can take it. Its PDF is there and you can also download. There is no expense, everything is free. So all the future lawyers, all the future judges, I think they should go through, and it will be helpful to you. Why I'm telling? Because the spirit of the Constitution, if you know, then this Article 30 is the protection to all religious and linguistic minority educational institutions to protect their language, culture, and their educational rights. And various minority educational institutions, particularly minority, like Christian minority or Muslim minority or various minority educational institutions, they have contributed a lot in the field of education, and I think everybody will agree the quality of education given by them that's very superior to what, it was actually government job, but they have done that. And I think minority educational rights, that has to be protected. And this is also, it comes the spirit of the Constitution. That's I, as a, common man, I feel there are only 4: equality, justice, compassion, and humanity. So these are the things I have studied, and I think law is very logical. If you ask simple question, and I think law is there, and you will get the answer. And the framers or the founders of these constitutions, they have such a vision that they wanted to protect everybody, whether minorities, women, children. So you have in constitution all these rights are there. And I think ours is the best constitution. And I feel last 40 years what I have seen, that we have to believe the law, the legal procedure, the courts, and you should also believe the judges. Because they are sitting there to interpret the Constitution and to give justice. This we have also experienced in Supreme Court, myself and Mr. Inamdar. We have visited for various judgments we were there, and really I feel happy, and I feel that future judges, or where these students are sitting, the lawyers, you must study the Constitution, the Constituent Assembly debates, various these judgments of Supreme Court and High Courts, then you will understand what is the depth and scope of Article 30, which protects the minority educational rights. Then there are also various institutions, like Minority Educational Institution was established, and their role, it's a quasi-judicial authority equal to a high court. If you can correct me if I am saying wrong. So this is what we have experienced, and I think it was our duty as Mr. P.A. Inamdar and myself, we have circulated to everyone. There are 2 minorities, religious and linguistic. Religious, there are 6 to 7. And linguistic, everybody is linguistic minority. Marathi speaking outside Maharashtra, they are linguistic minority. Kannada speaking out of Karnataka, they are linguistic minority. And Tamil speaking out of Tamil Nadu, they are linguistic minorities. And both of them, they have equal rights. And everybody, Jains or Sindhis or anybody who are there, religious or linguists, they have equal rights. And many of the institutions, they were benefited because of these judgments, and we took the initiative. But I feel that you can do, or you can contribute a lot. Just now Mr. Gangapurwala, he said, what is the secret of success? Secret of success is nothing but believing in power of potential, sincerity of purpose, and courage of conviction. And I feel you have those qualities, and I hope next time, whether you are a lawyer or a judge, think that this article or this protection to minority is nothing, no appeasement. This is something they wanted, the inclusive society, so that everybody can have progress, everybody can contribute, and our nation should become the best nation, or best people can live here and they can live peacefully. यहाँ कहा जाता है, जैसे इन्होंने कहा कि उर्दू में सितारों से आगे जहां और भी है, अभी इश्क के इम्तिहान और भी है, तू शाहीन है परवाज़ काम तेरा, तेरे सामने आसमां और भी है. I am sure कि when you become a lawyer or a judge, I think you will remember these words and you will do your duty sincerely and with commitment and dedication. I am also congratulating all those who are the winners and those who have participated. I'm sure you will also come physically next time. It was suggested. So next time, sir, we will organize physically, and here you all participants from all over India, you will come at a national level moot court competition, visit this campus, Azam campus, where we have 42 institutes from pre-primary to postgraduate, and Research Center. We have 33,000 students, and we also have hostel for girls for 1,200 and 750 boys hostel. Why I'm telling? Because this is seeing is believing. So once you come and see what quality education we are giving, we have a sports ground, where we have international players, national players, and also state and district players. So this is how it is. This is how once you get to know what is a law and how it can be implemented at ground level, what you can do or what changes you can bring. I think this, Mr. Inamdar has proved it, and I think you can also do a lot if you contribute in this field. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, and thank you, sir, for listening to me very quietly. I'm not a lawyer. I've just done my MCom. Mr. Inamdar, he did his BA, but we studied a law, and I think that's a law. Once you study, then you get confidence. Thank you very much.
We shall now take the opportunity to introduce and felicitate our esteemed judges of the final rounds, Honorable Dr. Ashok P. Varje sir and Honorable Advocate Hussain Qazi sir. I request Ms. Dr. Gitanjali Pagode madam to introduce Dr. Ashok P. Varje sir, Associate Dean, Maharashtra National Law University, Aurangabad. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we all are familiar. Is there a felicitation? Okay. I request Dr.
Having said that, thank you.
Sir, our pleasure, sir. I request Principal Dr. Salim Sheikh to felicitate our judge for the final round, Dr. Ashok P. Varje, sir. I request sir to say a few lines. I request Dr. Ashok Varje sir to just say a few lines. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Remember, only few lines madam said, so don't worry. So, Honorable Lordship, Mr. Shri Justice Gangapurwala sir, Honorable Ladyship Srimati Sadhna Jadhav madam, somebody has described madam as Sachin Tendulkar, but I take liberty to correct, and Sachin Tendulkar is on the right side of me, and madam I would call as a PT Usha. Sachin Tendulkar, Honorable Lordship, because nobody knows that I've been from Aurangabad, Sambhajinagar, so I know Lordship used to dispose 200 cases a day. He used to hear, not dispose, he used to hear. So I have heard that till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, he used to sit alone in High Court and he used to hear the cases. So Sachin Tendulkar of Judiciary and Honorable Madam as PT Usha. So I take this liberty to describe. Honorable Abida Inamdar Madam, President of the Society. Honorable Principal Sir, Dr. Salim Sheikh Sir, thank you for having me here, sir. Honorable Vice Principal Sir, Dr. Atul Zarkar Sir, I hope I am right in taking your name, Dr. Atul Zarkar Sir. All my brother judge who we judged final rounds, all esteemed faculty members, all participants, I hope they are online, they are listening to us, all of them are there. All students of the university, staff members, a very good evening to one and all. Very few lines, I was told to have give feedback in very few words. So I'll confine myself to, in fact, there's no need to give this feedback because Honorable Lordship has already given his words of wisdom and deep-rooted insights about the advocacy and the legal profession. So I think there's nothing left for me to, give specific general philosophical and professional advices to you. But then having said that, I will reflect on the kind of final round that we had. And this is, I think, a major takeaway for the participants to take it with them and to reflect in their further competitions to come. I also congratulate the winning team. I don't know which is the winning team, and of course the runners-up as well for their successful participation. Participation is what is required, and that is what one should focus on. Winning, and somebody will win, somebody will lose. It's a part and parcel of the game, rule of thing of the game. So one should not take it to the heart, and one should take it with the spirit of participation. That is something which is more important. Now coming to the feedback for this final round that we had, there are so many things to be talked about, right from the drafting of memorial to understanding of facts, segregation of material facts, and then focusing on the kind of issues which are there, and then researching on the legal material that is there. Vast legal material is there. So many databases and so many resources, online resources or offline resources are there. So a lot of Lordship said AI-driven research is also there. So amidst all this chaos that is there in the legal material, you have to find out a correct thing. Remember, in law, law is not static; it is dynamic. It is being said, and but at the same time, I would say certainty has to be brought. The quest is certainty. So our quest is to bring the certainty, and such simulation moot court exercises, which are where we imitate real courtroom. Real courtroom is of course different. We can't compare, and we can't have same rules of the game. So it's a simulation. Take it that way and try to learn the advocacy skill, because advocacy skills are required. Because the one who contributes more to the justice delivery system is the lawyer who contributes more. Because as Lordship said, lawyer has to come well prepared, because judges, they cannot share their knowledge. Although they may be knowing the law, although they may be knowing the insight, but they will not be able to share because of the limitation. So it is for a judge, lawyer. Yes, I'll just conclude, because I am academician. Dangerous to give mic to academician. So this limitation I know, this habit we have to inculcate. So I only short advice that I'll give to all of you, all the participants who are there online, that you have to come well prepared, because judges, although they know the law, although they know the possible judgment, but they cannot share with you, they cannot help you. It is for you to come forth with the certainty in law. And of course, certainty is a challenge. Certainty in law is a legal challenge, because justice is a relative term. As law is not static, law is dynamic. Law changes from person to person. Justice also changes from person to person. That's why nobody is satisfied. Some say, I have not been given with justice. Others says, I have been given with justice. So justice is a relative, law is relative, they are not dynamic. And when you go back and trace the judicial precedents, because normally you pick up judicial precedents and you cite as one of the prominent part of moot court competitions, always remember there are a variety of judicial precedents. You should know which judicial precedent to be cited, where and for what. That skill you should have. I'll give you a couple of examples of judicial precedents which are very prominent in nature, which will tell you how you have to think out of box, even in citing judicial precedents. Shiraz Singhal versus Union of India, most of you might have heard about it. This is the case which has thrown the light on out of the box thinking. So you should have this kind of legal understanding. And then we have Nautaj Johar versus Union of India. These two cases will tell you, you go back, by all participants, you go back and try to see how judgments are different type and different variety. So precise, concise, and brevity in argument is required. And I think today, for today's competition, the legal research was lacking, and because of that legal research, somewhere you were not able to come to the main point. Honorable Abheda Madam was talking about Article 30. Only 2 words are there: establish and administer. How easy if you refer dictionary, but how difficult if you refer to legal material. So when you refer dictionary, the meaning becomes very simple, becomes very easy. But when you refer to legal material, vast legal material that is there, legal knowledge that is there, these 2 easy words will become a complex words. We are able to have deliberations, on these 2 words, and so many cases, Madam cited, Honorable Lordship has cited, which are not, capable of, bringing rest to the controversy that is there with respect to those 2 simple words. So what kind of research one need to have, what kind of understanding one need to have, this is the example of, this is illustrative of that 2 ordinary words, 2 common words can become a complex, and it is for a lawyer to decode. So with these very few words, I'll myself stop here. There's a lot to say about this moot court competition and the moot court competitions that you will be participating in the times to come. So go with proper research, go with a finest interpretation of law, right? And of course it's a quest, but still try your best till the do in-depth research, do have analysis, have introspection, have patience, as Lordship said. So there are set of skills that one need to have, which will ultimately help you in collating the finest argument, that one can make before the whether it is before a simulation exercise, judges, or before the real court of law. So with this, I would like to thank Honorable Abeda Madam, President, and the Principal Sir for giving me this opportunity, for having me here. It was a nice learned experience for me also, hearing Lordships, because Lordships, although I am familiar, but his speech is not familiar. He changes his speech everywhere he goes, and he brings legal philosophy, words of wisdom, and the kind of sound legal understanding. It's a feast to listen to him every time. Thank you once again, everyone.
Thank you very much. In that few lines you have said a lot, sir. And what Chief Guest has said, that you have to speak less and say more, that has been implemented in the shawl itself. So I thank you once again, sir. May I now request Dr. Reshma Pangare to introduce Advocate Hussain Qazi, sir. Just a few words only. Short introduction.
Lordship, I am Advocate Hussain Qazi. I appeared before your Lordship for many times when your Lordship is at Bombay. And इल्म का तकाजा Lordship ये है कि इल्म स्टार्ट होता है अदब से, और मैं कुछ बोलूँ आपके सामने, ये सूरज को दिया दिखाए जैसा होगा सर. So I will conclude. I make sure that I introduce myself. Thank you so much for having me here, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am, Lordship, sir. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for that humble gesture. We really appreciate it. May I now request our Principal, Dr. Salim Sheikh, sir, to felicitate Advocate Hussain Qazi, sir, as a token of our appreciation. उनको उठा के दिखाना पड़ेगा विनर रनर. Okay. The much awaited moment now, that is the announcement of results for the Moot Court competition. Without wasting much of the time and giving you guesses, I just begin with the announcement of results. The best researcher for the Dr. P. Inamdar National Moot Court competition goes to Parvati B.R. from Savita School of Law, Chennai. She's present virtually, but the trophies will be sent to you by post. So we'll lift up the trophy and we show it to you. Savita School. Best researcher. Trophy. No, just lift it up and just show it in the camera. Just show it in the camera. No, give it to the वहाँ पे उनको दोनों show करने के लिए. Yes, they are present online. Parvati B.R. from Savita School of Law, Chennai. She has received the trophy plus cash prize of 10,000 rupees along with e-certificate of excellence. The first best speaker is present over here in this hall. Jogdev from SNBP Law College, Pune, receives a trophy and a cash prize of 10,000 rupees along with e-certificate of excellence. Jogdev. Second best speaker. Swati madam, second best speaker. The second best speaker, yes? Who? Okay, yeah, please.
Just a minute. Honorable Dais and chief guest of this function and my fellow students, I am a very senior person in this room after the judges, I think so. I would like to donate this amount to the society for the betterment of the students, because I don't need money. I need your support.
The second best speaker goes to Sai Venkat V from School of Excellence, Dr. Ambedkar University, Tamil Nadu. He's present virtually. He gets a trophy and a cash prize of 5,000 rupees along with e-certificate of excellence. The first best memorial goes to JSS Law College, Mysore, Karnataka. They receive a trophy and cash prize of 10,000 rupees along with e-certificate of excellence. The second best memorial goes to Yashwantrao Chavan Law College, Pune. They get a trophy, cash prize of 5,000 rupees along with e-certificate of excellence. They are very much present over here. Please come forward. The runner-up for the event is Dr. D.Y. Patil, Law College, Nerul, Mumbai. They receive a trophy and cash prize of 20,000 rupees along with e-certificate of excellence. And the winner, National Law University, Jodhpur. They receive a trophy and a cash prize of 40,000 rupees along with e-certificate of excellence. All the three participants of the winning team are awarded with 3 one-year subscription to SCC Online Web Edition, each worth rupees 32,000. The total value of 96,000 rupees will be received to all the 3 participants of the winning team. Congratulations to all the winners, and as the chief guest has said that those who did not receive the prizes, they should not be disheartened. So you should take it as an impetus to do much better in future. So wish you all the best. Yes. Now we take the opportunity to felicitate all the student coordinators and the court officers who have done a commendable work throughout the event in the courtrooms for different rounds, and they were present all around for the event, helping out the coordinators and the college in organizing this competition. The first student coordinator, Mr. Harish Chandra Lavange, sir. Miss Uzma Sheikh. Mr. Sartaj Bhagwan. Miss Fiza Mujawar. The court officers list Miss Suhana Poshilkar, who is not there, but Miss Fiza will take on her behalf. Miss Suhana Poshilkar. Miss Safura Bore. Mr. Mohsin Sheikh. Miss Farhan Sayed. Mr. Farhan Sayed. Farhan. Miss Shifa Sayed. Miss Bushra Sayed. Mr. Sahil Sheikh. Mr. Vinayak Garud. Miss Uzaira Khan. Okay, she's not there. Somebody on her behalf? Okay. Miss Uzaira Khan. Miss Aisha Tanwar. Miss Fatima Bandukwala. Miss Arpita Kole. Miss Ibrataris Azmi. And Mr. Moin Sheikh. Thank you very much, all the dignitaries on the dais, for the honors. To wind up with this valedictory program, I request our Vice Principal, Dr. Atul Zarkar sir, to propose vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, faculty colleagues, dear participants and students. On behalf of MC Society's AKK New Law Academy and the organizing committee of Dr. P.A. Inamdar National Moot Court Competition on Minority Educational Rights, it is my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks at this valedictory function today. First and foremost, I express our deep sense of gratitude to our Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Gangapurwala, former Chief Justice, Madras High Court, for gracing this occasion and for his insightful and inspiring address. I am equally grateful to our guest of honor, Honorable Justice Smita Sadhana Jadhav ma'am, former Judge, Bombay High Court, for accepting our invitation and addressing the students. Our special thanks are due to Honorable Mrs. Abeda Inamdar ma'am, President MC Society, for kindly presiding over this valedictory function and for her constant support and encouragement to all our academic activities. I extend sincere thanks to Advocate Iftikhar Inamdar sir, Chairman CDC of our Law College, for his constant support and encouragement. I also place on record our appreciation for the respected judges of the final round, Honorable Justice Sadhna Jadhav ma'am, along with Advocate Hasnain Qazi and Dr. Ashok Vadje sir, and all other respected judges who spared their valuable time to judge the various rounds of the competition. I extend sincere thanks to Principal Dr. Salim Sheikh sir for his continuous guidance and support in organizing this National Moot Court competition. I would like to thank the coordinator of Moot Court competition, Dr. Jacinta Bastian and Dr. Manisha Agarwal, and other members of the organizing committee, the faculty members and the student volunteers. A special words of thanks to all participating teams from different institutions across the country. With these words, I once again express my gratitude to each one of you. Thank you all. Thank you.
अटेंडेंस हेलो 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 इनके पास दिया है जस्ट फाइंड आउट करो है यहीं पे होगा कहीं पे
All please wait for the national anthem.
शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मा